Annette here from Ask Me Decor. Welcome back, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. So today's video is all about decorating for St. Patrick's Day. Now, I don't do a ton, but I like to sprinkle a little bit. It's a fun holiday that I use to add a little bit of color and start the process to getting ready for spring in the house. So I've put away all the winter decorations. I'm ready to get going on some fresh spring looking decor. We are going to do a little bit of St. Patrick's Day on this hall tree behind me. We're going to do a little bit in the pantry and possibly something on the kitchen window, and that's it. I'm only going to leave that up until St. Patrick's Day, which is, about a week and a half away, and then we're going to get the entire house ready for spring. So I don't want to do a ton of work for St. Patrick's Day on the house, just a little sprinkle of it. It's a nice holiday to add some color to your home without going crazy. You don't have to do the whole house. What I'm going to focus on today is just this hall tree. I have some inspiration pictures. Let me show you these. I took these off of Pinterest and I'm using them as our inspiration of what we're going to do right here today. These pictures are very good examples of what you can do without using a million shamrocks. All you need is a few green items. Sprinkle a shamrock or two throughout your shelves and it'll look like St. Patrick's Day. So here's some of the items I pulled from my stash. I'm going to see what is going to work on my hall tree. A lot of this is just green. I do have a couple things that have clovers, but some of it is just green items that I'm going to blend in, some greenery, and we're going to see what we come up with here. Let's talk about these for a second. I want to show you my postcard collection. These are very vintage postcards. I would say almost all of them are over 100 years old. I've collected them through the years and I change them for every season or holiday. This is the frame I put them in, and someone made this for me. A friend of mine made this for me. It's designed to hold postcards. You could put them horizontal or vertical, but all of my postcards are horizontal. So that's how I display mine. So let me talk about these for a second. These are those vintage postcards I was talking about. So a long time ago, someone introduced me to the concept of collecting vintage postcards. It's a really fun hobby. There are people that there's conventions, there's shows you can go to. You can find them in thrift stores or antique stores. Not as often, but you can. And I started this a while ago. You can see how many I have here. This is where I keep them in this little bag, and I have a ton. Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving, you name it, I have postcards. This is that little frame that I put them in. A friend made this for me. It can go the other way if your postcards stand like this. You can line them up like this. Or in my case, most of my postcards go horizontally. So I put them like this in the frame. And I think that works out perfect. They look great and I can change them for every season. During the summer, when there's not much going on as far as seasons, I usually do the back of them. The back of these postcards is very ornate and they look great if you just put them in. Some of them have writing on them. 100 years ago, how cool is that? So I'll just put them like this in the frame so I can see that writing. I can see the very ornate stamp on them, and I kind of really like that for the summer. So a lot of times I'll do that, when there's not a lot of holidays going on. Today we're going to use the St. Patrick's Day one just to show you. This card is postmarked 1923. That makes it 100 years old. This one right here, 1910. This one, 1911. How cool is that? These postcards are so old. To think that 100 years ago, someone hand wrote this and sent it to a loved one. I love these. Definitely going to use the St. Patrick ones today. That's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed my St. Patrick's Day look. Next up is going to be all about spring. If you can, like and subscribe right now, and I'll see you in the next video.